Hi guys, welcome to gymnastics. This is our second lesson. So today we're going to be spending some time working on body positions. This is designed mainly for our younger kids, our toddler me's, and our 3 to 5-year-old kids, although our older kids can also benefit from some of what I'm going to be going over. This has a lot to do with learning positions and practicing those positions. Your advanced kids and 5 and up kids are going to also work those positions, but this is geared mainly toward our younger kids, so for our little bitty ones. So this is actually class 2. If you missed class 1, it was posted on Monday, and it was for general stretching, and that was for all ages. And I am encouraging my 5 and up kids especially to try to do their stretches every day, or at least every other day or every few days, since we're not quite sure when we're going to be back in the gym. So what we're going to work on today is, like I said, body positions and talking about some different things that you can do with your little ones, although our older kids are welcome to join in and work on those too. So the first position we're going to talk about is a tuck position. So a tuck is knees up in the tummy. So we lots of times have the kids work on just holding their knees. We'll say tuck sounds like a duck for our little friends because they're still learning words and try to understand how to say them. From the side view, you can see that my knees are up tight to my chest. I'm wrapping my arms around my legs. So this is a tuck. They'll eventually go from a squat position up on their hands and knees, and this will be the beginning of their forward roll. And even our older kids will work this position as they start their rolls. So we're working on a tuck. And from that tuck position, we will do what's called a rock and roll. And that is also great for our little bitty friends. Sometimes you may have to put your hand behind their head and hold their legs because they have a tendency to fall flat back. So we want to be sure that they keep a rounded back. I'm trying to stay in the picture. So you're going to roll back and roll up. And this is teaching them the rolling action that they're going to do at the end of a roll. So they're going to learn how to use their head to pull their weight forward so that they will be able to sit up at the end of a roll. And for my older kids that are watching, this also helps prevent what we call pushing by your seat in order to stand up. So you're working on rolling the head forward, tucking the chin down, so that way you can stand up easier when you come up out of your forward roll. The next position we talked about last night, that's pike position, that's straight legs. So kids don't do a lot of pike position things and as far as day-to-day on gymnastics as in a sitting position. The things that they're going to do in a pike position is what we call an L on the balance beam. So they're going to be laying on their back with their hands up by their ears in a pike position. Their body is making an L in that position. And also on the bar, working on tummy muscles, they'll be holding the bar and they'll make that L position, pulling their legs up and holding that L. That's two of the things that they're going to do with that pike position. We also do a lot of stretching in this position for those of you that watched the last video. The next position is a straddle position. Straddle, again, is one of the positions that we don't use a lot in gymnastics, not like we use a tuck position. What they're going to do in a straddle position is they're going to do straddle rolls where they push in the center and roll. And we will do that forward and we will do that backward. And we'll also do straddle jumps. Now, in a straddle jump position, most of the girls and boys will be doing like a straddle jump where they open and close their legs and like a jumping jack. But in a more advanced level, they will actually be in this position in the air, which is more the toe touch position that you see cheerleaders do, but with their knees pointing up instead of their knees pointing out. So the straddle jump that you'll see most of the time at the gym is just going to be that kind of jump where they open and close. And yes, I've just hit my ceiling. So that tells me how far I can jump. So that's a straddle position or straddle jump. So that's the straddle. They also are going to use this for their stretching. Every time we work on stretching those straddle muscles. So that's important also. The next position we're going to do is called mountain. And that is you might have heard it called downward dog in yoga. So they're going to be up on their hands with their feet flat. Feet can be slightly open, arms are shoulder distance apart, and that is a mountain position. So that is the first part of the roll that the kids will learn is the mountain position. When we have them stand up on the cheese mat, we'll say put your hands down on the mat, tuck your head. They're making that mountain before they roll over. It's also a position that the kids, as they get older, will use for other skills. They may do backward roll to a pike position, or backward roll to a mountain, or backward roll to a push-up. So right now they're working on just that mountain position. As they get to where they can push hard and not let their head touch when they're in that mountain position, then you can have them work on lifting a leg. With our older kids, this is a great flexibility skill because it helps them to get more flexible in their splits. So that's a great skill for them to work on so that they are learning how to do that split position. They're going to use that split for a lot of skills that they do, like cartwheels and also walkovers and things like that. So the next position is the star position, which is just open arms and legs. So open wide, arms out, legs out. This is the beginning of a cartwheel. So we'll do what we call a rock star, side to side. And one day they will do a cartwheel. Cartwheels are one of the few side skills that you learn in a beginner level gymnastics class. You will see aerials and side flips and things like that with more advanced classes. But at this level, really, cartwheels are about the only sideward tumbling skill that they're going to do. And they're not going to use that position on very many other pieces of equipment. It's just kind of a beginning skill for them to be able to learn their cartwheel eventually and understand that it is sideward. More advanced cartwheels are going to be front to back, or even more advanced front to front. But to begin with, a cartwheel is a sideward skill, So we've done tucks, we've done pikes, we've done straddles, we've done mountains, and we've done mountains where we lift up one leg. So those are all great positions. We've talked a little bit yesterday about our cat position and our seal position. If you missed those, go back and watch that video because I think that's a great exercise for the kids to do. And also we learned about rock and roll, that rolling back and forth position, so that they learn the concept of being able to get up on their own. So those are some great things to work on today with your little friends. And I look forward to seeing you again really soon, I hope. And I'll post another video on Friday. So that one will be more for my advanced level kids. So have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.